guys, here's King9000. Welcome to episode 2 of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So in the last episode, we got the Kokiri sword and the Deku shield. So, in this episode, we're going to not run into the wall. And we are going to take on our first dungeon of the game, which in the last episode, Great Deku wanted us to walk inside of him, and that is our first dungeon. So, first what we want to do is climb up here, and as you can see, we automatically jump. Since this technically isn't a platformer, we're not going to need to jump at any time. But if you open up this chest right here, you got the dungeon map. Press start to get into the subscreens and look at the map subscreen. Blue chambers are places you have already visited. Your current location is the flashing room. Move the analog stick up and down to select the floor to view. Look at this wall. The vines growing on it give a rough surface. Maybe you can climb up and link. We're not going to do that right now. So you have to go over here. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says, and that's the blue icon at the top of the screen. Or the A button. Or the green button if you're playing on the GameCube version. Ow, forgive me, master. I give you a clue where you let me go. Jump or body flip. Hold the analog stick forward along the ground and you will get her from fall. I can't guarantee it for though the cliff is really, really high. Try if you're a million volts. I have no idea why I did that voice. Okay. So I'm going to come in this room, and the platform falls. So I guess we're trapped in here forever. So there's no ladder on the other side to climb up. But we found the fairy slingshot. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to left, down, right. Press C to take it out and hold it. As you hold C, you can aim with the analog stick. Lily C to unleash a Deku seed. If you want to shoot right away, then first press C to hold down C a little longer to get a seed ready. So, that's what we'll do. Now look. I guess I can show you the dungeon map. It's basically on the second floor. And here's every room. And you thought we were stuck in here? This took me forever to figure out. Like, I would have to do something called save warping, where basically I would have to save and quit, and it would bring me back to the entrance. Now, this is a Skulltula. Be careful, do not touch it. In Twilight Princess, I believe they were renamed to just Waltulas. And we have here. You found a Deku. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to C buttons. If you set it to C and try throwing it, it will flash and stun the enemy. I don't want to say left, down, or right every single time. So for now, I'm just going to say C buttons, or C stick. So I'm playing on the Wii, with a GameCube controller. And, see another chest over there. compass. Now you can see the locations of many hidden things in the dungeon. And if you look at the map in the corner of the screen, you can see treasure chests and arrows. The red arrow tells you where you entered the room, and the yellow arrow is where you are at right now. You destroyed a gold sculpture. You got a token proving you destroyed it. Now those are going to be one of the reasons why this will not be a 100% playthrough of the game, just to let you know. And that chest right there that I didn't open contains a recovery heart. I don't really need that. This big sculpture, its soft belly is its weak belly. So now we want to do this. Jump down and you have a few more gold sculptures right here. And we have another gold sculpture token. Which we'll see what these are in the future. Which might be the next episode. I'm gonna do the whole dungeon in this episode because it's really short. Chest right there contains a recovery heart. For people wondering why I'm not opening it, because I don't really need it. And I have another Deku scrub right here. That's what these guys are called. Never identified the first one. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something good. You'll never be able to beat my brothers up the head unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Okay. So now what we want to do is shoot this eye. And the walk through the door opens. After you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there are some interesting things underwater. So, as you can see, there's a spinning spike thing. I don't really know what it really is. So you press that switch to lower the water. So now if you stand on this platform, you can open it up. There's a regular sculpture. Same thing as a big sculpture, except a little bit smaller. Stand next to this block and grab hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push or pull it. If you stand next to the block and press A while pressing towards the block, you can climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says. And I always never seem to do what I actually want to do. Like when I want to grab it, I always climb on top of it. When I want to climb on top of it, I always grab it. And early 3D video game puzzle. Yeah, really simple. Because this is really early in 3D video games. Of course, later puzzles will be different. I'll show you these. Goma larva. Look out when it gets ready to pounce. Okay. So there's another area that we can burn that you might have saw, and that was probably only on screen for a few frames. But we can't really do anything right there quite yet. So there's an item we need that we get later in the game. But I'm not really sure what's behind there, because I never really tried it out, and I don't really feel like it. Like from SpongeBob, I don't really feel like it. That's how I feel about doing that area. So now, remember that one Deku Scrub told us that we had to punch them in a certain order? It was 2, 3, 1. I didn't know our secret. How irritating. So annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the Code Grace Queen Goma, strike your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queen, sorry about that. And something else I didn't show about the compass. That skull means the boss room. So now, I'm gonna walk in here. And parasitic armored arachnid Goma. So, the Deku Scrubs told us to shoot her in the eye. You have to do it while it's red. And I'm going to use a jump attack. Then, yeah, does that. You can do it without her climbing up there. I've never been able to do it. There you go. Really easy. And what do you have here? You got a heart container. Your maximum life energy is increased by 1 heart. Your life energy will be totally filled. So now, you have 4 hearts. Now I need to walk into this portal. Well done, Link. Thou hast merely demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now, I have yet more to tell thee. Wouldst thou listen? Even if you answer no, he'll still tell you, by the way. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. The evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerer's powers in a search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Aurora, the goddess of courage. Din, with her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the red earth. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Aurora, with the rich soul, produced all life forms who were upheld to the law. The three great goddesses and their labors completed departed for the heavens, and a golden sacred triangle remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's province, and the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred trapdoors. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the dead person upon me sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is me. Through your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful. I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I've been able to tell you these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that the man wanted so much that he cast this curse upon me. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku tree. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous, Navi the fairy. Help Link carry out my will. I entreat thee, Navi. Goodbye. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye. Great Deku tree. Hey Link, what did you do? The great Deku tree, did he die? How could you do such a thing like that? It's all your fault. So, the great Deku tree wants us to go to Hyrule Castle, which we will be doing in the next episode. See you guys then.